What up, Houston? It's your boy Cole. Hey man, due to some technical difficulties, I gotta do a voiceover for this part of the video. But fret not, I'm gonna describe everything you need to know about this delectable dish I'm about to make today, fam. Trust me, hey, this gonna be something real special, fam. I'm making those delectable, delicious oxtails, fam. Baked oxtails. You've seen on my channel before, you know how much I like oxtails. I done had the down south oxtails. I done had that good Caribbean flavor oxtails with that Jamaican spin. Hey man, but today I'm making something totally different. It's gonna be something you ain't never had in your life. Oh, you don't believe me? Hey, well, mess around and find out then. I'm trying to tell you, boy, this gonna be the best oxtails you ever seen, man. You know what I'm saying? This ain't gonna be no down south, this ain't gonna be no Jamaican. It's gonna be your boy Cole's twist, his take on oxtails, baked oxtails to be exact. So you want to stay plugged in, because I'm trying to tell you, man, this thing gonna be amazing. Some of the best stuff you ever seen in your life, best thing you ever tasted in your life. As long as you follow the recipe, you gonna love this, fam. Trust me. So stay locked in. You don't want to go nowhere, because you don't want to miss what's coming next, fam. It's about to be real good up in here. It's smelling good already. It's looking good. You see all these ingredients? Yeah, you see that they pretty, ain't it? They did. Ooh, yeah. Come on now. What you talking about? Now you put all that thing together. Oh my God, you gonna have something beautiful, fam. Beautiful. Don't go nowhere. Be right back. All right. Stay locked in. Alright fam, here we have our beautiful trimmed oxtails. I'm gonna tell you like this, fam. I already pre-washed these off camera. When you get your oxtails, trust me, first thing you want to do is trim the fat off of your oxtails, fam. I know some people like a lot of fat on it. I know fat is flavor. I personally love fat myself, but you don't want too much fat on your oxtails, fam. You gotta trim them things down, because trust me, you wanna have that good fat to meat ratio, so that thing can be nice and flavorful. You don't want it all greasy and oily and just all gelatinous. That ain't good for nobody, fam. Plus you want to clog your arteries. So make sure you trim your fat, but leave a little bit so you can have that good flavor, you feel me? Next, you definitely want to make sure you wash your meat. You gotta wash your meat. Reason being, because especially if you get it from a butcher or grocery store, hey fam, this piece of meat comes from the tail of the cow, alright? And what that means is it's gonna be a lot of bones. So when they cutting into that thing, a lot of bone shards and a lot of debris and impurities is gonna be right within this meat. So you're definitely gonna want to wash all that stuff off, because you don't want that going into your food. You don't want to be ingesting any of that bad stuff, alright? So make sure you wash your meat. So after you trim your fat, wash your meat, you're gonna have some beautiful oxtails like you see on the screen right here, fam. Look at that. That's a thing of beauty. Now, we're just gonna get two seasons, alright? So let me go ahead and show you what the seasons is looking like. Alright, fam, these are the 19 seasonings you're gonna use to season your beautiful oxtails, alright, fam? First, we're gonna use the good old kosher salt, the kosher sea salt. Now, you don't have to use kosher salt. I just happen to have that on hand, but you can use any type of salt, any type of sea salt you want. So I'm just letting you know right now, it's the kosher sea salt that I got on hand, and you can use about as much as you need. It's not really measured out, so you can just use however much salt you think you need for your recipe, alright? And just go ahead and sprinkle it on just like so. Alright, next it's gonna be that cracked black pepper. You're gonna sprinkle it on like so. There we go, just like that. Next is gonna be your Creole seasoning. You're gonna need about 1.5 tablespoons of that. Go ahead and sprinkle it on. Yeah, looking good, looking good, looking good. Next, paprika. It's gonna be about half a tablespoon of paprika. Let's go ahead and sprinkle that on. Tablespoon of paprika. 2 tablespoons of thyme. Teaspoon of accent. This is totally optional. You don't have to do it. I just think that it really adds good enhancement to flavor, so that's why I would like to add it to my recipes. But it's totally optional. You don't need to. If you're going to, it's about a teaspoon, alright? Just like that. This next one is very important. This is your browning and seasoning sauce, alright? You're gonna need about 1/2 cup of this, and I'm gonna tell you it's very important, because we're not gonna brown our oxtails the traditional way on a skillet to get that marinade reaction and that coloring. You're gonna have to use this to add the extra flavor and that coloring that you would get from that marinade reaction, fam. Trust me, once you add this, things gonna be looking real beautiful, fam, alright? Pour it on just like so. There we go. Alright, now you need about 2 teaspoons of cumin. Put that on there like that. Next you need a tablespoon of sage. It's that powdered sage. Put that on there right there. Now you're going to use 4 teaspoons of jerk seasoning. And like I said, it's not going to be Jamaican theme, but it's inspired by both Jamaican and down south cooking oxtails. So you're going to put that on there, just give it a little extra unique flavor. Trust me, It's gonna be like nothing you ever had before in your life, man. I'm trying to tell you, that jerk seasoning is a must-have. You gotta put that on there. All right, next is about 1.5 tablespoons of Mrs. Dash original blend. So go ahead and make sure you get that on there. It's very important. Here we go. We'll put that on there. It's gonna be Greek seasoning. It's gonna be about 1.5 tablespoons. Alright fam, for this next one, hey, I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna be a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Now don't be turning your nose up at this talking about brown sugar and oxtails. Man, he gonna mess that thing up. Nah fam, trust me. Remember when I made that fried chicken? If you go back, I did a video on some fried chicken. I put the brown sugar in the flour. If you tried it, you know what I'm talking about. You know that thing is gonna be busted. Trust me, it's not gonna make it sweet fam. It's just to add another complexity or another layer of flavor to bring out the savoriness of this dish. Just make it taste that much better, trust me. It's not gonna be sweet, it's gonna be amazing. Don't forget this step. You gotta put that brown sugar on there just to enhance that flavor, man. Trust me. Alright, next, it's gonna be about a pinch of cayenne pepper. Now it's gonna be, you know, everybody's fingers is different. I got some pretty big fingers, so my pinch might be a little bigger than your pinch, but it's all good. You just season it to your liking. You know, it's a pretty big pinch, but hey, it's gonna be good. Not too spicy, none of that, alright? Next, you're gonna need about 1/2 medium onion, red onion to be exact, chopped up. And you're just gonna take that bad boy, pour it over your ingredients. Here we go. Trying to tell you fam, this is about to make it real good. I'm talking about real good. Next, you need about 2 to 4 cloves of minced garlic. Okay, let's go ahead and pop that in there right there. Buckle. Yup. There it is. Come on now, get on out there. Don't forget this. Now, because I have these fresh red onions and this fresh minced garlic, hey fam, this is one of the few recipes where I do not use any garlic powder or any onion powder, because onions in here and the garlic is going to enhance those flavors, so you're not going to need any of those dry components. All right, so this is all you need to get that good body of flavor. Next, this is very important. This is going to be the Tuscan herb olive oil. Okay, now you can use as much as you need. Some might use a little more than others. This ain't no regular schmegular olive oil. Okay, it has to be the Tuscan herb olive oil. I'm gonna put that on. You can see it on the screen right here. That's what you need to get, fam. When you go to the store, it gotta be that kind, because if you use any other kind of olive oil, it's gonna be alright, but it ain't gonna be tasting what I'm tasting at the end of this video when I'm smacking and doing all this crazy stuff. Hey, you wanna have that same experience. So if you want that same experience, you gotta get the oil that I got on the screen right now, not just some regular old olive oil. Okay, let's go ahead and pour that thing on there right there. Yeah, fam. This thing, man, this thing's smelling amazing. I'm trying to tell you. I wish you was here right now. You can smell all these flavors just coalescing right now. It's bananas. Last, but certainly not least, is that red wine vinegar, fam. You're gonna need about 2 tablespoons of that just to add a little acidic component. There we go. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. Yes, sir. Oh, yes, ma'am, if you prefer. Alright family, now that we have our ingredients all in this pan, we're going to mix that thing together with our nice clean hands and make sure that thing coalesces real good. So let's not be shy. Let's go and get up in there. Yeah, mix that thing on up. You want to make sure you get all that color on there. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Make sure you get every little bit. You want to make sure them things look like Wesley, not Will, okay? You want to make sure you get them things looking dark. Make sure all that browning and seasoning is on there, fam. I'm trying to tell you. You're not going to want to skip out on that, because you don't want some pieces looking all pale. You don't want other pieces, looking like they straight from Nubia. You want all that stuff to be equal in color, alright? So let's go ahead and massage some things on in like so. For best results, you're going to want to marinate your meat, fam, for a minimum of 3 hours, a maximum of 12 hours. And the reason why there's a maximum is because there are a lot of acidic ingredients in this marinade that will break down your meat to the point where it's real mushy if you go over 12 hours. So keep it at a maximum of 12 hours, minimum 3 hours if you want to marinate. However, marination is not necessary. You don't have to do it, but for best results, you need to marinate that meat, fam. I just want to let you know. Oh, you see that? That's beautiful. Look how beautiful that is. That thing ain't even cooked. That thing ain't even cooking. It already look that good, boy. Boy, you see how good that stuff is, man. That's ain't raw. Ain't been a lick of cooking on that. That thing raw and looking like that. Look like it's ready for you to bite into, but don't do that, fam. You won't regret it, okay? Just go ahead and be patient. Get this thing in the oven But yeah, like I was saying, man, you definitely want to make sure that thing is marinated. If you don't marinate it, the cooking time and temperature is going to differ depending on whether you marinate it or not. All right. The final ingredient we're going to use before we put this thing in the oven is water or beef broth, man. Preferably beef broth so you have more flavor. About 2 cups. 2 to 2.5 cups, maybe 3 cups of water or beef broth should be enough to give your oxtails that lubrication you need. Alright fam, so once you've got your beef broth in the pan, like I said, you might not need the whole 4 cups. This should be enough. You just want it to be almost submerged but not all the way submerged. So next thing we're going to do is put some aluminum foil over this thing, and we're going to pop this thing in the oven. Alright, now that we have our oxtails covered with this nice aluminum foil, we're going to want to go ahead and take this thing and put it in the oven. Alright, so you basically want to put this thing in the oven like this right here. Now, just to let you know, if you marinated your meat beforehand, you want to make sure that you have it in the oven for about 1.5 hours. If you had it in there, if you did not marinate your meat, you have to cook it a little longer for about 2 hours. The marinated meat is going to be at 350 degrees for 1.5 hours. Non-marinated meat, you're going to have it in there for 2 hours at 325 degrees, all right? And that's Fahrenheit. Let's go ahead and close the thing up and we'll come back in 2 hours. Alrighty, it has now been 2 hours. Let's go ahead and get our nice, beautiful baked oxtails out, and let's take a look and see what we got. At the moment of truth, let's uncover our nice braised, or baked rather, oxtails. Oh, look at that, fam. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's a thing of beauty. Yeah, boy. Now that is a thing of beauty. Just look at this, fam. Look at this. You see how tender that is? Oh, yeah. Look at that. I mean, just stupid, dumb tender. I'm telling you, fam, if you want to see more recipes like that, make sure you subscribe. I'm telling you, it's gonna be the best oxtails you ever had in your life. But hey, without further ado, let's go ahead and put this back. You see the vibes, you see what time it is. Let's go ahead and get a plate, get this thing on a nice plate. And then I'm gonna taste this thing for y'all, and then y'all gonna live vicariously through me, and then we're gonna have a good time, alright? And then I'm gonna let you know if it's popping or it's dropping. But fam, we already know, let's be real. We already know that thing popping like a mug, alright? Don't even play yourself like that, fam. You already know this thing gonna be popping, alright? So we're gonna get this thing on the plate, and we're gonna taste, alright? Back in a sec. Alright fam, we back. This is the moment we all been waiting for. Chance to taste these nice, delectable, juicy, tender oxtails by yours truly, Coat to Coat. Hey, without further ado, let's go ahead and dig in this bad boy and see what it's working on. Alright. Nah, we ain't gonna start there. We're gonna start with this big boy right here. You wanna see how tender that thing is, don't you? Look at that. Ooh. Alright, enough for the stalling. Let's go ahead and get in this thing and see what it's working with. Alright, let's taste.
Man, what you talking about, man? Let's do it, June. That was a big bite. This thing's so good. This thing's so tender and juicy. Well seasoned. I'm tell you, fam. And it ain't gonna taste like, ooh, ate too much. Okay. Just off rip. I couldn't even chew this thing good. I was trying to swallow so fast. This stuff was so good. Man, let me tell you, anytime you want to have a nice dinner, follow this recipe. All you gotta do is just throw this, put the seasonings in that I tell you to. Marinate that thing overnight so it can have extra tenderness. I ain't even marinate this time. This is just straight off the cuff. Ain't had time to marinate, so I can imagine if this thing marinated. Oh my God. And you just throw that thing in the oven for like 2 hours to an hour and a half. Pop it out. They get some rice or some black eyed peas or whatever other kind of fixings you want. Fam, you got yourself a dinner. I'm telling you, you gonna have them all wondering how you know how to cook like this, man. How you know how to do it? I'm telling you, the boy Cole Cole showed you how to do this, huh? Hang on. And the rice was stupid dumb crazy. The rice, all I did was just use some of the juice from this oxtail, some beef broth, just touch of cream in the water when you're boiling your rice. Do it for like 20 to 25 minutes, depending on the size of your pot or the strength of your stove. You're gonna have some good rice. And the same with these black eyed peas, man. You know, I can show you how to make some good black eyed peas. But, that was good. Real good, nice and tender. Like I said, it's like my little take on oxtails and rice and peas, but instead of rice and peas, it's just some black eyed peas and some good Perlo rice. But hey fam, I'm not gonna hold y'all up. If you're new to the channel, like I said, please make sure you like and subscribe. Even if you're returning guests, just make sure you like that video, leave a comment. That way you can see more and more content like this, more and more of these delectable recipes. I'm telling you, fam. You're not gonna want to miss what's coming next. But hey, anyway, I'm gonna keep it short. I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Take care of yourselves. I'm about to go ahead and bust the rest of this down, man. Have me a good day. Love y'all. Peace.